Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, edmontonsportstalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. For those watching on YouTube or listening to this on podcast, Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with you here, joined on this Wednesday by Shawn Belle and Jasmine Sidhu. Welcome everyone again. EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts more than 2 decades, helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian. Check them out, sentinel.ca, for convenient locations nearest you. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday?
Fine.
Good, Matthew. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, we're ready for the snow coming tonight.
Can I get something for Belsey?
What do you need?
What?
I want you to put on a poppy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm Poppy Police.
That's good.
yeah, you were all over me yesterday too.
And Zach had it on his hat yesterday, and I went to the Royal Canadian Legion website, and you do not wear it on your hat.
You do not.
No, you do not do that.
You wear it on the left side over your heart.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, no, that's about as much as I've got for you.
You're hitting the road right away.
I am hitting the road. Yeah, I'm going down to, I don't want to call it a conference, but it's like this Canadian cooking finals something with Iron 5.
Oh, okay.
So
When
I'm
are you
doing
back?
that.
That's unreal.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just a quick turnaround.
Nice.
That's unreal.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is that? Like 5 chefs or something?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different chefs. They're all cooking, and you go sample like their food. There's like live auction, all that kind of fun stuff. So it'll be interesting.
I want to go to conferences. I don't have a job where you can go to conferences.
When you went to the small
conferences
business
are
thing
That's great.
by the chamber, I was like, Matthew is at home right now.
No, I wasn't for the most part. I just stood at the booth and let Jay do his thing and help Jay in whatever way I could.
What's it like watching Jay
It's
get
just
at
great.
it?
Well, Jay's just so personable.
He is.
Like he can talk to people. He's wonderful, and I'm not as personable, so it's great. But it was a fun event. But it wasn't a conference. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun to not an in-city conference.
You want
It'd
to
be
take
fun to
someone
go
with you?
to out-of-town
I
conferences.
did have a plus
I want
one.
a job that has
My
those
wife
type of things.
couldn't come, but
You can do
Maddie, I
whatever
don't
you
really
want
want
with
to.
this
I don't
job.
want to share a bed with you, so I can't.
Where is this?
It's in Calgary.
I know people in Calgary. I don't
yeah?
even, I could stay at many people's houses.
Okay, well maybe.
I just wanted.
Are you ready to leave at 11?
No, I got to do lock shop. Sorry.
No.
Damn.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That's the reason this isn't gonna happen tonight.
Next year.
Yeah. No, there's one I didn't get to last year. There was a radio engineering conference that was in Edmonton. I think this year was in Calgary.
Go to it.
I gotta see where it's going. Dusty went to it last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He went to one of them
Yeah.
last
So
year.
this one's called the Canada's Great Kitchen Party, and so like there's a bunch of different culinary chefs that come out and make different meals, and they have like their story behind each dish. So they have like the opportunity, like, hey, we made this because
and you get to taste them.
and we get to taste them. And
Oh, that sounds awful.
then there's a big after party and all that kind of fun stuff.
Oh,
Fun
sounds
will
terrible.
not
it
be
sounds
had.
terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty
Sounds
awesome.
the worst.
Yeah.
Will there be bottle service?
There will not be bottle service, but there will be bottles passed around.
Yes. Like wine.
Like wine.
To taste the the aromatics with your food.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. Right?
Yes. Elegant. Very
It
nice.
is. It's very elegant. So
Actually, speaking of that chamber thing, it was great because I brought my TV.
I know.
And we
the setup looked
streamed
awesome.
we streamed the station all the time, and it was great because some people were just like, "Well, what is it?" And we're like, "This is live." Like, this is live. We're like, yeah, this is like
This
they
is our
are
station.
literally on the West End doing this right now.
Yeah.
So
Welcome
it
to
was,
Edmonton Sports Talk.
It was a
Exactly.
great way
Clear
to
choice
show
for sports.
people who we are.
nice plug, Tommy.
It is.
Attaboy.
Well, it is. It's
I liked
obvious.
It was good.
Thank you.
Maddie, you said something earlier. You said you're not personable. You're
Not as personable. No.
You're pretty
But
personable.
you have you had like in the video, your hands were like this, very welcoming, and you have like the table set up nice,
I
and you
think
have the
so.
backdrop.
Yeah, I think that person though I was talking to, they ended up
Yeah.
they were Manchester United, or the guy went to a Manchester United game.
Oh, I
was talking to him about that.
I think you turn up the charm when you need to.
You're a pick your
I'm
spot.
shy.
You're a pick your spot personable.
I'm very shy.
You're not that shy.
I am. until I get through.
That's like
somebody-
me. That's like
Bring
saying
Jasmine
I'm
with
shy.
you.
If I don't know someone,
shy.
if I don't know people, or if it's a big environment that there's a lot happening, I go into my shell. 100%.
Safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but if you want some muscle, I can come with you.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, you've got the poppy that has the pin thing. Where did you get that?
We got it from where I work.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awesome because you can keep it year round.
If you
and it has like, it's like that other backing to it,
Yeah.
so it's not poking you,
yeah,
right?
if you come across another one,
I will.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'll actually look into that actually because it's now the season where they release them. So
Yeah, those are good.
yeah, but super. Just the public service announcement. Calm your Christmas ass down. It is time to think of the sacrifices, and it's Remembrance Day. Put your tree up after the 11th.
I've seen a few trees up already.
Yeah, and I
So many.
trees are going
I
up.
think
People are acting like they're Mariah Carey. It's like calm down.
there is one radio station that's already
Yeah.
Christmas music.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah, they
That's
did it last
awful.
year. But it's not a station most people know about, so no one would really know. I will say, in your own home, do what you want. You want to put your Christmas stuff up, I know, but go for it. We don't need it. Like, it doesn't need to be like this office. We're not going to decorate Christmas until probably not till December. but-
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
Because it gets tacky.
she would be all over you if you even put up one ornament or
I
anything.
would.
She would be.
First sight of a poinsettia.
Yeah,
and she's
I-
like, what
yeah.
are we doing?
And I understand that there's a lot of people that think that you should wait, but then there are those people that love Christmas. And if inside their house they wish to put up Christmas stuff, all power to you.
Man, people are like, some of my friends, one of my friends especially, she's Snapchatting me her tree and like her slowly putting it just to piss me off, and I have not responded
Too soon.
because she knows it ticks me off. I'm just like, just wait.
There's one thing though that is like Christmas lights on your house. Get those up.
Oh,
Get
just
those
for
up, yeah.
safety
Yeah,
purposes.
different.
That's
Lights are
weather-wise. That's
different.
one of those like
Yeah.
turning it on is a different story. But getting those up, like again, they're supposed to snow
Yeah, yeah.
tonight.
Lights
so-
are a whole
Is it
different.
supposed to snow?
No, Matthew,
Really?
don't say that.
That's what I've. That's what
Okay,
the
is
I
it
forecast
like
thought it was-
is.
melting
I thought I was
snow,
seeing
or is it
rain
like
on the
actual
forecast.
I hope it's melting.
I-
I
melting
saw
snow.
a tweet. Well, I don't know. All I know is snow.
Ugh.
Josh Clausen,
Oh,
what
it
was
was
his tweet?
Vancouver. I didn't even see that. Let me check.
By the way,
Still in the Abbotsford mode there, eh?
Oh my! Can't wait to get out of
Clausen.
Abbotsford mode.
Cloudy
It is
and
snow.
gusty today, snow tonight and early Thursday.
God.
Let's.
I was wondering
is
why I was
right.
looking at this forecast last night, and I'm like, man, it's just gonna be raining. I'm like, that's weird. Clearly, I was half asleep.
shoot.
Yeah. Was it raining in Abbey, by the way?
It rained on the Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, and it was a lot of rain.
Lot of rain. Yeah, I
lot
heard.
of rain. It was bad.
But you didn't get like the good fall weather there.
No,
It's usually already started to rain now.
because Diwali. Right?
Yep.
That's correct pronunciation.
Diwali, yeah, that's
so
very good.
Usually, so the last time we went there, it was craziness, but it fell on the Friday, Halloween. Obviously, being a Friday, you don't have school the next day, so on and so forth. But that one, it fell on the Saturday, and there was still like fireworks going on, but it was not at the same level of craziness as it was the
year before? Yeah.
The year before was like when I was in Abbotsford was absolutely insane. And there was multiple things that were going on at the exact same time at the rink. And like by the time we landed, got to Abbotsford, we were like an hour and a half delayed because of the rink, because the power plant went down and there was a lot of stuff going on. But at the same time, like the fireworks were so close to the rink. I think there was a few fireworks that got shot at players. There was one that got shot above our bus, and it like the door was open on the bus, and it landed like I swear to you here, and I couldn't hear out of my right ear for like a week.
Wow.
It was insane.
Yeah, I think they put out a lot of PSAs, like they even did in Edmonton.
Yeah.
There's like street signs
Yeah.
say know your fireworks or whatever.
That's right. And like, it's legal. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you need a permit. Like they tried. I thought it was a little quieter this year. Like some incidents we saw on the news though. So.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
Like, it was very quiet.
Well, there was the one football player that was
nice.
playing with fireworks and blew off his hand.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul, and he continued playing after that, but it was gnarly.
Yeah, he
Be very
blew off
safe.
his ring finger and his pinky finger. Right?
Yeah, and
then
his
he got a
hand
club.
was all
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
basically, with the way it was taped up. Clausen has texted me back.
Perfect.
We'll probably have a few centimeters, mainly on grassy areas, by the start of the weekend, tonight and early Thursday, then a little bit more on Friday. Should be gone by Monday. Really doesn't look like this is snow that'll last for the winter.
good.
Excellent. I don't even care if it comes on the weekend. Just not on a work day.
Yeah.
It just gets
It's a buzzkill, right?
It's just so like stupid time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not
I know what
ready
you
for
mean.
that yet.
You're not ready for that first snowfall when everybody's shocked that it snows here in the city
and the
and it
actors
gets
are from
delayed
Vancouver.
for 4 hours traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Jay Milne texted me. He said, Maddie killed it at the chamber event. Personable as ever. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Well done, Maddie.
It's because Jay rubbed off on me.
You guys are a good duo. Brandon from Windsor. Good reminder. What about the Columbus goalie that died from being hit with a firework? Yeah, apparently went right through him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's protecting a kid.
Yeah.
So he jumped in the way of it, basically.
That's crazy, hey? All right, so
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead because I'm changing the topic to something else.
No, because I saw some stuff in the nasty chat where it's like about the fireworks. When it's in good spirit, fireworks are fun.
Yeah.
And so, like, obviously here in North America, not as customary as like, hey, we're going to go outside and we're going to light fireworks and do all this stuff.
But in the
So,
U.S., it's huge.
in the U.S.,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Canada, I guess, not North
Yeah,
America. But when I
not
was
as
in
big.
Europe for New Year's, the first year I was caught off guard because in our little area when I was playing in Mannheim, I lived in this suburb called like the Rhino Sud. And it was just like this little condo complex. And because I wasn't prepared for what New Year's Eve was there, I was like, man, this is craziness. But people go into the streets and they just light off fireworks themselves. So no different than Diwali.
Okay.
But like,
Interesting.
I thought I was like calling home and I'm like, this place looks like a war zone because there's just smoke everywhere. There's like, it's like fragments, shrapnel everywhere. And so then after I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. Like people are having fun, but it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And so then when I played in Dusseldorf, we were down in the bar street. That's where it gets crazy.
Sounds like Harry Potter.
Because
Dusseldorf.
yeah, exactly, in Dumbledore. But when I was there, we were down in the bar streets, and people were like running outside for like, you know, as soon as it hit New Year's, they're outside in the streets. They all had fireworks. They're shooting at each other. They're shooting them in the air. Like it was crazy. So I think when you look at, you know, Diwali and people are like, the fireworks, and yeah, it goes sideways. But in other parts of the world, that is like standard practice. And you see it everywhere, whether it's in Europe, whether it's, I guess, in the States, it's standard practice. So if you're doing it in a reasonable fashion, it can be kind of fun. It can be kind of cool. When you're shooting them at each other, a
Yeah.
little bit different.
Or maybe at a reasonable time as well because people have to go to work the next
Yeah,
day.
like maybe not at 2:00 in the morning and
Yeah.
ricocheting off your house.
Yeah, but New Year's, everybody's got the day off the
But
next day.
exactly. But at New Year's, and like I said, it was the first year when I didn't know, I was caught off guard. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I started to get comfortable with it. And I'm like, oh, this is just, it's a normal thing. And that's just how it is. So I don't know. That's just my experience from
I like
living in
fireworks.
different spots and stuff like that. So fireworks can be cool.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
Don't blow stuff up.
Yeah. I'm too scared. I love so much.
Okay.
Too scary.
Here's a text via the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. This one says, we don't put Christmas decorations up at Casa del Tube Socks. Oh, Stephen, good morning. Until the first weekend of December. The tree goes in the second weekend of December. I don't put lights up till the beginning of December as I need to be in a Christmassy mood while I'm doing it. I don't get that vibe in September or October. Good point, Tube Socks.
Yeah, I talked about this last year. Yeah, people come at me. I don't really care. I think putting your tree up and having it on for like 2 solid months is like, man, just tacky after a while. Like new energy, new space. I'm all about that.
What if you have it up for like 3 or 4 months after?
Man, people, dude, you see it in March? You see when you drive? You see it in there. Oh yeah, you said this last year, I think, right?
Well, when I was living in Houston, we had our Christmas tree up. We didn't have any art. It was me and Wardo. And we just left our Christmas tree up until we left.
No, man.
One big move.
Boxing Day, it's time to take it all down.
Yeah, no, that thing's.
To each their own. Whatever makes you happy,
Yeah.
do what makes you happy.
That's fine.
I think
yeah.
Ward's comment was like, at least now we have a little bit of light and some plants in the house, in the apartment. I was like, yeah, that's a good point.
My mom would leave it up till after New Year's Day.
Which is very appropriate as well, because I think that's what you're kind of supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But not 3 months, bud.
One big move.
Being efficient.
We
know
were being
what?
very efficient.
That was a nice distraction, actually, talking about that, considering what happened yesterday and the day before.
What happened?
Well, I think the Oilers are driving the city wild.
They're in first. They're tied for first in the division.
Still, right? Are they still?
Well, they were as
with
of the
Anaheim?
end of the show last night. Well, Anaheim won last night.
Okay.
So let's double check here. Standings.
Well,
Well, no, they've now fallen to. They're tied for third in the division. Vegas and Anaheim won. So 17 points for the Golden Knights and the Ducks. Seattle, Edmonton, and LA all at 16. Edmonton has played the most games out of all those teams. There's a cluster.
yeah.
I'm going to agree with you, Jazzy.
Yeah.
They're trying to drive the city wild.
Yeah. It's on purpose, you guys.
Yes.
It's all on purpose. It's just to F with you a little bit there. Yeah, I think yesterday was the first game I really kind of paid attention to because they were playing the Stars. Considered what happened to them last year with the eliminating them out of the playoffs. It was an entertaining game finally because they haven't been that fun to watch. They did well first period, second period they kind of did well, and then you kind of saw their downfall a little bit in the third. Not even a little bit. It's just like I don't understand what's happening because they're not necessarily playing bad. Shots on goal were pretty solid, pretty even. I think Stu had a better save percentage than D. Smith. There were only a few players that I saw on Dallas that were really, giving her on top of that. So it wasn't that the Oilers were playing like not well. So I don't really know what really happened there. How do you blow another lead? Why did
They're
you
good
do
at
that?
it.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a stat.
Tommy's point, like it is funny because this has been one of their best starts in recent memory. So
That's right.
From that side of things, you kind of got to put it into perspective.
It's a better start than recent memory.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's like,
Yes.
the best
Yes.
start sounds better than it actually
I
is,
know,
right? Like
I agree with you. Like, but it is their best
Yes.
start. So, but yes, it's a better start. But at the same time, I understand where you're coming from, Jazzy, because like when you watch this team play, you're just like frustrated because they can have a good start and then they decide, okay, well, we're just going to take our foot off the gas pedal.
Coast, yeah.
And we're going to coast, and it costs some games. And the way that they're giving up these leads, it's just like, what are we doing?
Speaking of that, I'm going to, for those that didn't catch the post-game show last night, Brian Swain digs up great stats. So in regard to leads, especially 2-goal leads this season, Swainer sent in this. Oilers have held a 2-goal lead in the second period 6 times this season. They've won one of those games in regulation. So Calgary, they lost in the shootout. Vancouver, they won. Ottawa, they won in OT. Rangers, they lost in OT. St. Louis, they lost late in regulation. And then yesterday at Dallas, they lose in a shootout. And then Swainer added, in games that the Oilers have taken a 2-0 lead, they have been outscored a combined 12-4 for the rest of the game. So versus Calgary, they were leading 2-0. They got outscored 3-1. Versus Vancouver, they were leading 2-0, tied 1-1 the rest of the game. They won that one in regulation. Against the Rangers, they had the 2-0 lead. No goals after that. They won that game 2-0 at MSG. At Ottawa, 2-0 lead. They were outscored 2-1 the rest of the game. And then at St. Louis, 2-0 lead, outscored 3-0 the rest of the game. And then at Dallas last night, outscored 3-1 after building up a 2-goal lead. So they can't hold leads, especially 2-goal leads. And they don't seem to score more than 3 goals in a game. And that to me is another issue.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true.
Twice in 15 games have they scored more than 3 goals in a game. And they did it twice in a 3-game span, Montreal and Utah.
Now, is that them just rising to the challenge, rising to the level of their opponent?
Are you quoting Eye of the Tiger right now? I swear to God, that's the lyric.
I don't think Belsey was trying to quote that. But
You heard it too,
I don't
right?
know. What did Belsey say?
Are they rising up to the challenge of their opponent? And he replaced rival with opponent. Like, I swear that's word for word. I was just listening to that song the other day.
Rising up to the challenge of our rival.
Yeah.
I was not quoting them.
Thank God.
And the last
song
known
was
survivor
not.
stalks his prey in the night. So we'll have to go back and see this and see, transcribe and figure that out. But continue, Belsey.
Sorry, dude. I'm like, wait a second. That's
Is
the
this guy
song.
singing right now?
Are you
Yeah,
spitting
no.
rhymes?
No, I wasn't spitting bars. You look at the challenge that you had. Montreal was playing really well. They're high energy, skilled, fast team
Yep.
that came out and was kicking the doors off of them, and then all of a sudden they had to wake up, or it would have been like 8-0. Same thing with Utah. And so when we know the Oilers team is like that, where we see the challenge, okay, well, they're swinging, we better start swinging too. So is that the reason why all of a sudden they scored more than 2 goals? Is the reason they didn't score against Dallas? Well, they're up 2-0. Dallas wasn't really doing much. They scored that. I think it was 2-1, then it went 3-1.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it was like, well, we're good now because Dallas isn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden Dallas decided, okay, we're going to wake up too. Mm-hmm. That's what it seems like. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it seems like. It just seems like if a team's coming out and they're firing on all cylinders, the others go, well, we don't want to get blown out here, so we better wake up and start playing. Therefore, they match the challenge. Mm-hmm. They match the opponent. And then it goes the opposite way, too.
Yeah.
It's just my theory.
No, we've witnessed that so many times this year.
Bush had a point, right, on the first goal with Pods. He showed some urgency by getting back when Robertson had that breakaway.
Better game.
He had a better game, except when he let in the first goal by Dallas. He was on it, and then all of a sudden he just stood in front of the net.
You need to bring
Belsey,
that
what did he
mic
do
up.
on that one?
But it's just closer
The
to the mic.
pirouette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belsey brought up the pirouette.
Well, I was watching that clip, and I was absolutely dumbfounded. I said, how did that goal go in? And I look, Bush starts in the one corner. He skates to the net. They make a play at the net. So he stops because he actually shoulder checked, which is a good thing to see because Rantanen, I think, was behind him. So he shoulder checks. Then he's in the crease. Skinner tries to make a save. The puck goes east-west. And he literally has his stick in the air. He does a full turn, being like, "Oh, what's going on over here?"
Exactly. When you know that there's rebound problems happening here, what do you just kind of froze almost.
And pirouette.
Yeah,
He
he just did the old, hey, cool. And then Ekholm's diving in behind him trying to stop it, and he's just like, "Oh, it went in the net."
He was like,
Wow.
wow. Yeah, that's exactly the attitude. Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, he a little bit better last night.
He was better. It was nice to see.
I'll give him.
Same.
That was better.
That's why I wanted to bring that up rather than, having
To dump on him.
torched on fire yesterday, right? So
Well, deservedly so, I would think.
he's getting his groove back. You have to realize hockey just ended for them in
Are you
June.
watching the clip?
No, I'm going to something I didn't realize. Max Bezzosu posted in the nasty chat.
What?
Every single Eastern Conference team is at or above 500 in regulation. Florida Panthers are the worst team in the Eastern Conference. They're 6-6-1.
They lost 10.
Capitals 6-5-1. Rangers 6-6-2. Buffalo 5-4-4. So they're losing a lot in overtime. Ottawa 6-5. Tampa 6-5. Each with 2 over-T losses. But no team is in the East has less points than games played. Florida's at 13 points in 13th game played. That's just there's a lot of teams. The NHL in the East or in the West, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that have less points than games played.
Interesting.
That's just wow.
The Pacific is relatively weak right now.
Yeah. Minnesota's not having a great start to the season.
No.
St. Louis not having a great start to the season.
Calgary.
Canucks.
Yeah.
Facts.
That just weird to me. Just 15 games in-ish for a lot of teams, or 14, and no team is below 500 in the East. I just got a little surprised by that.
That is very surprising. There is one comment in the nasty chat. Caster 1990. Can someone explain why Bush is on the PK?
Go ahead, Belzy.
Is this Coach Nobby's way of building up his confidence? I'm going to ask you guys.
I have no idea. I don't know. His decision making so far this season defensively has not been great. You just highlighted and we talked about a pirouette at the top of the crease while there's a scramble there. That doesn't scream to me good defensive play.
Is this a way to get him to learn how to focus on his defensive game? Because that's all that is
That
defense.
maybe. I baffled by this. I'd rather put out. I thought Regula was good when he came back yesterday. I would rather put him out there. I'd rather put Kulak out there. I'd rather put Emberson on the PK if he's playing. I'd rather put Ekholm on the PK.
Okay, I'll throw something out there.
I hear your point. What you just said. Is this a way of doing that? Now, coaches do things like this. However, what they do is they don't allow you to be on the power play. They don't allow you to be on the PK. They allow you to be 5-on-5, and they say you need to worry about your defensive side. So I heard what your point was, and it's a very valid point. But if you really want him to focus on his defensive side, then allow him every defensive start, allow him 0 offensive time, and say you need to focus on the defense.
The other thing maybe that I'll throw out there, as I've called this a long preseason, is Chris Knobloch just trying to make sure he gives Bouchard early in the season some PK time, that if there are injuries later in the season or into the playoffs, the guy's got some time, experience on the PK, so he's ready to go if they need to. You know, a couple of injuries happen. You're one of our better defensemen, Bouch, get out there, type thing. Where early, like getting him just some of that ice time now on a PK, just to get him some of those reps for if you need him later.
In theory, his game is better later. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. We've all seen that.
Wild. Just announce Team Canada. You know you're not on it. Start playing like you did at the end of last season and the end of the season prior to that and the end of the season prior to that.
Do you really think that's what's on his mind, though?
I hope not, because I don't think he has a
so.
chance. It's not a chance in hell of making that team.
Yeah, I don't think it would be on the mind this year as much, because I think you would know.
Yeah.
Last year you had 4 nations and you didn't know. Now I think any of those players could, for the most part, sit there and go, that's the team. Am I going to beat out of any of these teams type thing?
I think they're still just getting out of the slump of hockey in June. Like,
They should, in theory, not be.
it's November now. I know October OVO is not the best for these guys, but moving on to October, I think that's why personally I was just yesterday like, no, they're gonna win. They're gonna beat Dallas. I was almost positive. Lost money on it, maybe, but the point is, they had Dallas's name and
Number,
and they couldn't win. And on top of that, shootout. I don't know. Do you guys get a little nervous when it goes to shootout? I don't think. No. I think you need to finish it in OT.
Yeah, they're struggling in OT.
yeah.
Like, this is a team that would get to 3-on-3 and you'd be like, this is an easy win.
Not anymore.
But at the same time, they have the best power play in the league, right? Positive there. Roslovic. Here's a positive with Roslovic. This guy looks like...
Go ahead. Finish your statement. I got to say something after.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, just like, okay.
This guy looks like he belongs on the Oilers. He has just great finish. And I noticed when he's playing, it's like he's not looking to shoot the puck at or to pass the puck to Leon or Connor. He's looking for whoever he knows that is going to play that puck. Like when he passed it to Pods, it's like he knew that goal was going to go in. He's like a smart player. And I think I see that in the vet in him. And I think he's a great addition to the Oilers. So
He made a nice pass to Pod Colson. Yeah. Are we on the team?
I didn't. Sorry.
I'm kidding. I
Stopped
just
saying we. I've been too
Good.
noticed.
I know.
You know what I'm talking to my
You
friends.
threw a nickname out there, and that got them all right now.
I think I did use the Nuge one day though, so I'm guilty of it too. Sorry, Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think to your point, it's like he's not just defaulting to passing to those guys.
Yeah, to
and
the
you do
big
see
dogs,
you
yeah.
do see that quite a bit with some of these guys where it's okay. Well, I gotta find McDavid, or I gotta find Draisaitl on the ice because they might be mad if I don't pass
That's
him the
right.
puck. But he's just going out and he's playing his game.
He's not
and,
afraid to showcase.
and he's been good.
Yeah,
I think he's been actually a welcome addition, and I think he's a perfect fit on Draisaitl's line.
totally.
Sustain it.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
good. That's what you were going to add? I thought you were going to like.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't talk bad about him anymore.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Okay. Yeah.
We can't critique him. We can't do anything.
We're not, though.
What are you
Right
coaching
now,
his kid?
No.
Yes,
I'm
because his
saying-
kid's on our hockey team.
There you go. Okay. I guess
poor
you can say
excuse.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He's
exclude-
untouchable.
Yeah, right.
But he
Sure.
was, in my opinion, yeah.
He's been very good. Yeah,
it's
Jasmine, you're right.
So
Like,
awesome. It's nice to see that, though.
It
Like, we
is.
Focus on some positive sometimes, everybody.
we have been bringing it up
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks. Anything positive to talk about tonight?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something of the power play.
No, we were very wholesome.
That was a great pass on the power play he made to Draisaitl. What a shot.
He even got a penalty.
Yeah, he also missed
showed some grit.
the pass from Draisaitl
Yeah.
that led to the 3-2 goal. Listen, there was a situation where compounding mistakes led to that goal. But yeah, it was him that missed that pass on the outlet, and then he slammed his stick, and then they regrouped Petrovic over to, I think, Wyatt Johnson over to Rantanen, and then he tucked it past Skinner. I said I didn't like the goal on Skinner.
That was the third one.
No, the
that was
second one.
Yeah.
But I mean, first of all, you missed the outlet pass. Then you don't regroup fast enough defensively.
Did you see Draisaitl's loop after that?
Big loop.
Oh, TV turn. That's what we
Selke?
like to call that.
It's
Salke.
TV turn.
TV turn's making the biggest, widest loop so that everyone in the building can see you.
Is it like a pissing here kind of?
No, it's
thing, or-
it's like, hey, every TV can see me. That's
Yeah.
how big the loop is.
Oh,
It's like a lazy. It's a lazy thing.
Okay.
And in men's league hockey, all you want to do is TV turns and dangles, and then
Yep.
drink beer after.
100%.
No back checking.
There's no stops and starts.
No stops
There's
and
none of that
starts.
nonsense.
No blocking
it's all
shots.
TV turns.
Even those Div 1 guys love to
Yeah.
play like it means something and
Yeah.
get point night, which is silly.
But that's exactly on that goal. So you miss your play. Like it should be jam on the brakes, get back as quick as you can, not take the scenic route.
I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you watch the play, watch the clip again, you'll be like, oh my God, why are you going there? But
It's hard on the ankles.
it is hard on the ankles.
So let him be.
Yeah.
Elizabeth in the nasty chat.
Yeah.
Zach can't help all of this. It will be interesting what Hyman does bring to.
And good point, actually, with
bring this
Hyman.
team.
Because the big thing about this team was that they're missing passion. And one thing, Frederick also had passion yesterday. I must say that was nice to see him when he got boarded and
When you grab
Yeah.
Bishop.
yeah, that was nice to see.
Yeah.
And it's slowly awakening now because it's November. Hyman is going to bring a whole nother game to this locker room. I think another thing is leadership. Yesterday, you guys spoke about, or Dusty spoke about, not celebrating when they scored. Yesterday, there was celebrating. There was
Yep.
more passion. And Hyman's going to bring that positivity as well. And it'll be nice to see him on the ice. And I bet you things will switch after that.
But why do we think just because Hyman returns, everything's going to switch?
Good point.
He has a good attitude.
Because people have been saying this the whole time. And I'm like,
Why are you pinning everything on him?
Is one player all of a sudden going to wake up the whole roster?
Yes.
Yeah, you think
Really?
Yes.
His infectious smile, his joy could just spread to the rest of the team. In a way.
100%.
You can see that. There are those players that do. Like Zach Cassian.
Oh,
in a
you're not
different way.
joking?
No, I'm being actually
Oh, okay.
serious.
I
on
thought you
this.
were
I
joking
think that
for a
it
second.
could, in that sense. But if you see someone else having fun, it might cause you to just be a little happier, or just enjoying things a little bit more.
He's
Is
around
that-
them. You know he's on the trip, right?
Yeah, but on the ice.
on the ice is
when he
different.
scores
Yeah.
and you see that face,
Yeah.
and as fans, everyone gets a little extra happy, I think.
Yeah.
And, you're happy when the other team scores, but when Hyman scores, you're a little more happy just because you see how happy he is to be scoring. Zach Hyman was one of those players in a physical way could change a game with his physical play. He'd go and hit some guys. What happened with the Oilers last year when they won some of those hockey games early in the season when they were going through their struggles? They fought. Corey Perry went out. He fought. They had a great record when they fought. Sometimes it's just that one little thing that turns the team around. It might be that just Zach Hyman comes and on the ice during a game brings that extra effort, brings that extra attitude, but also just brings that fun to it that causes the players to be like, yeah, this, loosen up a little bit, and then but also then focus on the game a little bit more.
Okay.
I think it could be there. I'm not saying it's going to be. I'm not going to
fully
go
appreciate that perspective. Devil's advocate.
Sure.
Does that turn Draisaitl into a happy guy because Hyman comes back? Does Draisaitl now not do TV turns because Hyman comes back? Draisaitl's game's not changing.
No,
His game's going to stay the exact
Accountability.
same.
Hyman, Draisaitl's been that player
He's
throughout
been
his
that
career.
player.
He's always
David
had those
gonna
games.
change his game because Hyman's back?
There might be. Well, is it necessarily just those two guys, or maybe it's just the other guys?
Yeah, and so the reason I bring that up, and I asked the question of why is it just one player that's going to do it, is because at the end of the day, the best teams are dragged ahead by their best players.
Yeah.
And Hyman, yes, is one of their better players.
Yeah.
But if I'm a depth player, okay, and I see McDavid and Draisaitl, and I'm not saying they're doing this, but I'm just giving an example of it. If they're moping around the ice and they're not back checking and they're not hitting guys and they're not doing the little things that are going to win games, as a depth player saying, hey, those are my leaders and they are the leaders. If those guys are doing that, I might be able to get a free pass. I might be able to take that one swing where I don't have to hit a guy. But if they're doing it, as a depth guy, I have absolutely zero choice but to do it. And now the reason I ask, is it Hyman only that's going to now bring that? Yes, he's got infectious energy, but there's still, these are my leaders. You're in that vicinity, you're in that ballpark, but these are still my leaders over here. And so as that depth player, yeah, I'm looking at Hyman. I might have that one extra hit, but there's still they're not doing it.
But
they got a full leash.
I'll go on to some of this thing because how many? They haven't scored more than 3 goals in a game, or what was the thing?
They've only scored more than 3 goals in a game twice this season.
Hyman changes that possibly, and that also changes how games are played. Like maybe who's Hyman going to play with? Likely Connor McDavid. Maybe that gets Connor going a little bit more, where he's playing with his line mate again, and so from an offensive standpoint, it might just change this game around. And then if the Oilers have their leads, it limits how many times Draisaitl goes for the TV turns, as you call them. Because that always happens. It's just who he is. It's the player that he is. He's done that his whole career. But there have been maybe more of it this season than we've seen.
But then there's games where Draisaitl decides, hey, I'm just going to take over this whole thing. Yeah. And then you see the rest of the team go, okay, we're coming on board too.
But maybe Hyman helps get that spark going.
Maybe. Like I hope so.
He's one of those players that I could see that if we're sitting here 3 weeks from now and the Oilers have won a bunch of games after he's come into the lineup, I feel like he's one of those guys I'd point to. Yeah. There's not a lot of those guys. Like, as much as I love Nuge and what he does, like Nuge isn't one of those players that if he was out of the lineup and coming in, I would say that he's the spark for this team. Hyman is just that. I think he is that special of a player, like in terms of that aspect of it.
Okay.
That TV turn was egregious, by the way.
Did you just watch
watched it again, and he looped to the Dallas Stars.
Which goal
blue line? Second Dallas goal.
It was because I think they turned it over just inside the blue line or just outside the blue line.
Just outside, yeah.
And he ended up in the Dallas zone.
Yeah, like
and
it
on
was
the other side of the ice.
You're right. He went about 70 feet across the blue line. He's like, my pass. It was perfect. I would be pissed off too if my winger missed a really nice pass. It was a very simple pass.
It's a very good pass, but get back.
That was a large loop.
Caster in the nasty chat. Hyman was setting a record for playoff hits until he got injured.
That's right.
Right? And you can also argue that if he wasn't injured in the playoffs last year, maybe they could have gone all the way, right?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe he scores an OT winner in game 2.
Yeah. No, and I think that's also going to show accountability as to what Belzy and Maddie were talking about. When you have them on the ice, if you're going to make mistakes, you're not going to have urgency. If you're not going to play well, you're going to be accountable for it. I think he's going to really put everybody on their toes.
I just hope we, media, fans, I don't leave the team out of this one, we don't all expect him to be the savior. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he is an addition and a boost and maybe a shot in the arm, but that in 5 games when he returns and he's like having a tough time, if that happens, we're like, oh gosh, Hyman's not great, or he's not the answer. This team's got nothing. Like, I hope that doesn't happen.
Well, I will say, I think the expectation is this guy's coming off a wrist injury, right? It's wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dislocated is really complicated.
That's probably not going to. He's probably not going to. There's a good chance he might not score for a while, type of thing. Like,
I know,
it might take a
that's why
while to
I'm
get that
saying.
feeling. So there should be. You're right. There should be some
Understanding.
tapered expectations on him.
Yeah.
To know that that's not an easy injury to come back on. Yeah. It's not something that, like, throughout the injury, it's not like you can hold your stick and shoot or anything like that.
Yeah.
You were without your stick for a long period of time. So that's a great point too.
Thank you.
I mean, there's still there's new additions to the team, and he's a vet. He's been with the Oilers. Both times they went to the Stanley Cup Finals. I think he will help the team a lot more than I think.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair. That's totally fair.
Well, I think he puts people into their right spots, which makes your team deeper. I'm happy to see him back, but a lot of talk has been like Hyman's going to do all of it, and I just wanted to have a discussion on it. That's all.
No, that's fair. How about this text says, Hyman's infectious smile will help Bouchard play better defense. Hyman's positive attitude will help Oilers back check on plays. Hyman's leadership will help Knobloch not put the lines in a blender constantly. Give me a break. One player doesn't solve the larger systemic problems of this team.
Wow.
Who's that from?
I don't have a name on it.
Dang.
Well, blow this team up. It's over. This team is. If there's systemic problems in this team,
Maddie's
it
right.
goes so deep.
He's right.
Finish. Let's end this
That's
season.
over.
Let's. The question
Tank.
really comes: Can the Oilers get Gavin McKenna? How do the Oilers get Gavin McKenna?
Exactly, Matthew.
That's what we should get to. Because if it's so systemic,
My
and
goodness.
it's such big egregious problems here, might as well maybe Gavin McKenna could help this team. And how do the Oilers go about getting Gavin McKenna?
Oh boy.
Just mentioned, we
I know what
just
you
spoke
did there.
about how eigentric the NHL games
start,
have been.
yeah.
The start has been for all the teams, right?
Yeah.
So,
They're right
Interesting.
there. This one, on the other side of things from Bonnie Doon-Rod, says, the team misses Hyman reading those bedtime stories in the locker room.
yeah.
The sleepy time books right
Sleepy
before they
time,
come out.
Yeah, I'll just go. I don't think Hyman will save all the problems, but I do think his positive attitude on the ice during the game can help a team. It won't hurt the team. It could possibly help that team. And it maybe, with Bouchard, he's thinking too much. And maybe just having Hyman there, it lightens the mood a little bit, and he stops thinking as much. And maybe that's one of the reasons why his defensive play is poor right now, is because he's thinking too much. Probably not.
Maybe, but
Probably not. But sometimes it's just those little things that do make it different.
true.
Maddie, that is such a good point. I actually really agree with you on that one. And that's because Derek, DVD from NHL.com, he had mentioned that this whole coffee talk that everybody's talking about, that Bouchard gelled with coffee, that was a good mentor. And perhaps that's exactly what, Bouchard does need within Hyman.
You know what?
For a quick second there, when you said coffee talk, I thought we were talking about like actual coffee. Like, where's
Wait a second.
I kind of did too. Yeah. You know what? Maybe they just need a blast of old school. You know what?
Legit.
Why don't you go hire Kevin Constantine?
Stop it. Just stop right there.
Hire Kevin Constantine
Please
for just
stop.
like 3 days and say, hey, Boosh, go gel with this guy. And then Boosh will snap into reality being like, wow, do I got it nice.
If Cass
with the
is listening
coaches.
right now, he's ready to rage punch his screen.
Yeah, he is. And I'm being very sarcastic. But
I
my
know.
point is like, you've had good coaching.
Yes.
You've got good people around you.
Yes.
And so, I don't know, pretend to give a blank.
He doesn't have to.
Well, that's my point.
Because that's the thing. Because the thing is, if the Oilers go to the playoffs, if Bouchard has another good playoffs, no one's going to remember this October, November.
I will.
Yeah, I
Because
will
I
too,
remember the
actually.
last 3. And
But-
they're
But
eerily
but my
similar.
point is,
pray.
like-
That's what he's paid for. That's what this team is the playoff performance part of this. And what did he do last year in the playoffs?
We turned it on after game 3 of the Kings series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got it easy.
Yes,
Players
they do.
have it easy
Yes,
right
they
now.
do.
And so, like, hey, you don't have coffee anymore. Wah.
He was
Wah, wah,
on the
wah.
5-game road trip. He's still with the organization.
was he?
He's number 2 in
He
command.
was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I guess. They played like dog crap.
Like, I'm sorry.
Really worked out for them.
Yeah, way to go. Pep talks.
Didn't they bring in? They brought in Ken Hitchcock at one point because they were like, "We need these guys to have a little bit of more salt in their life." He lasted what?
Well, he was
Half
an
a
intern.
season.
He was
Yeah,
an
he was
intern.
in-
But they
Intern.
brought him in for a reason. So it's
Yeah, because
like
they were fighting Tom McClellan.
I find it quite comical. It's like these guys. You have the best coaches right now. They're the best coaches in the world. So Boosh, if you can't be bothered to fix, I don't know, just like, hey, shoulder check, as simple as that, then I don't know what to tell you. You're never gonna fix it.
Let's call Ryan Marsh.
Why don't bring some of these guys?
Yeah,
in?
we'll call Marshy, who's now a coach with the Oilers, and we'll say, Marshy, can you please send a message to Evan for everybody?
Yeah.
And then Marshy will be like, sure, and then never take our call again.
Yeah. So it's like,
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
know, like Boosh, you're good. Like just because you don't have Paul Coffey anymore doesn't mean that the next guy that's coaching isn't just as good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And
He wasn't as good of a defender on the
I
ice.
think that's
kind of
why
my
it was
point.
excellent that he was
That's
on
kind of my
yeah.
point of like the whole conversation
Yeah.
of like, oh, Coffey's not here, Boosh is garbage. Well, no, the next guy that comes in is probably a pretty good coach too.
Yeah.
He's coaching in the NHL. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is George Mumford is no longer with the team,
I
correct?
have not seen him so far this year,
And I don't
although I
think-
haven't been at the rink as much.
They're not to that level by any means, but I was curious.
He's
George
the,
Mumford, you know.
like,
He was the Lakers guy.
he's like a, how do you call those?
He's a sports therapist.
Yeah, sports
psychologist.
psychologist.
Yeah,
Yeah, wasn't he traveling with them?
He was.
Like
he was, and I believe he is.
not
no-
every game though, right? It was just
They had
certain
him around.
times.
But we don't need. They don't need him. The city does not need him, or like it's still early. I just was curious. to
Mucho
know.
dinero.
Si, senor.
Casino dealer Jay. How about sell the team to Houston? Lieutenant Eric. Need a new arena.
Yes, yes, and yes. All of the things that you just mentioned. Hey, yesterday when we had Leah Simakopoulos on for the pregame show, and we were talking about like the Stars and Mavericks suing each other,
Yeah.
and the battle over American Airlines Center. Somebody had texted in and said, "I wish that Toyota Center in Houston was as nice as American Airlines Center." You played at Toyota Center.
Yeah, it was a very average rink.
I remember it. It was okay. It reminded me of Portland a little bit.
It did, but like the Houston, the Arrows and the Rockets, they had issues too.
Oh yeah.
And so the story is that they used to have a building that turned into a mega church in the Galleria area of Houston. So Galleria is like kind of between the suburbs and downtown, going from south to central, I guess.
It's a huge city, by the way.
So where the Arrows were playing out of this particular building, the Rockets were the subtenant. And so Houston Arrows owned it. They had a ton of money because I think this was the IHL days.
Yeah.
And apparently they weren't very good to the Rockets. And then when it switched and the Rockets took over the Toyota Center and the Arrows had to come be the subtenant, it flipped because now it's like, well, you guys just treated us like,
Absolute
what over
crap.
here. And now we're in charge. And so that's where some of the issues were coming from. And so it'd be very interesting to see the dynamic if, for whatever odd reason, Houston gets a team. What does that look like? Who's going to, because I'm assuming the Rockets are going to be like, well, why would we pay for upgrades of the Toyota Center if we get a new team?
Well,
Are they going to get a new building?
They have added. I was just looking there. They did do renovations recently over the last couple of years, including adding an ice rink, a brand new ice rink in there. And there has been a lot of talk of the Rockets ownership. They want that team.
Okay.
They
That would
wanted,
change everything.
They have wanted that team.
Yeah, 'cause it was not a good
Fertitta
relationship.
Tillman or something like that. I think it is.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think he has spoken that he would like an NHL team.
Yep.
I think there's also another group that wants to bring the team to Houston.
Yeah. They want a team there, but it was not a good relationship for a long time. And maybe obviously them not being around heals all of that.
Yeah.
But it was bad because it was like you get all the garbage times. You don't like, oh, you think you're going to park in the parking garage? No, you can be across the street. And it wasn't until like there was some massaging that happened that allowed us to be on the parking garage, but only on specific dates.
I recall we did the loop through Texas with the OKC Barons. It was after you were done there, and Cass had already moved up to the NHL as well. So we go like Cedar Park, which is Austin.
Yep.
We went through San Antonio. We went through Houston. It was a great like week and a half.
It's a nice road trip.
That is a wonderful road trip. And I think we stopped in Dallas and went to a football game. on the way back to OKC. Anyway, we're in Houston, and Josh Fisher, I remember Josh Fisher, he bounced around the AHL as a play-by-play / communications guy. He was with the Arrows at the time, and I had known him from when he was with a different team. I think he was with San Antonio initially, something like that. Regardless, Fish, we're writing our post-game reports, and like there's a couple beat writers that are there on the tables because there was no press box because it was built for basketball, the Toyota Center. And Fish comes up with a shopping cart, and he's like, "You guys done? Because like I need to pack all of this stuff up, and we need to be out of here." We're like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, the Rockets don't want us here at like an hour after the game, so we need to get the hell out of here." Yeah. He's like, "Can you use the Wi-Fi in your hotel, please?"
Yeah.
And he literally like grabbed these tables, all the gear, their own Wi-Fi that they would have to set up for the games, for the media, and threw it in a shopping cart and wheeled it back to the parking lot.
The relationship was not good.
Yeah.
Like they did not want us around at all.
Yeah.
And so like, luckily we had some characters on our team, and, like Joel Ward, for example, was, he talked to everybody. And I don't know, the last year that I was there, something changed, and it was a very small change, but it was all of a sudden like this back half of the year, we were allowed to park in the parking garage. That never had happened. Wow. So when I got there, the year that I got traded from Dallas to Mini, we weren't allowed to park in the parking garage. We had to be across the street in this random parking lot, and then you had to walk in, and then they allow you to go down.
Yeah.
So it took basically 2 years to somehow finagle our way into the parking garage. And then when we were in the parking garage, it was like, from here to here, that is your parking spots. That's it. You figure out how to get there, but you're not allowed to do it. And so like, I don't know what changed. I don't know how it happened, but like, I know Wardo talked to a lot of people. I know that he was, friends with all the different ushers, like the rink people, because he was just a good dude. And, we talked to a lot of people. And then for whatever reason, back half of the year, we were allowed to park. And so that's why I knew that like Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming got to park their stretch limo and stretch Hummer down at the bottom, and they always got washed, while the rest of the scrubs, like Steven Franchise, who had a Bentley, was up in the parking on the loading ramp parking with us. So that's how I knew about that stuff, because they finally allowed us to come in. And yeah, it was just a very weird relationship.
You know what's a nice parking structure and setup is Minnesota. It's a huge like underground
it's like
tunnel thing.
Yeah, it's
very impressive.
Dallas is good too, though. Like you come in, you drive right in, you leave your car, they go park it for you. And then as you're walking out, somebody radios, here comes Gazzola. And then all of a sudden they're like playing musical chairs with your cars, and then your car's like perfectly waiting for you.
I love that.
And then you just pop in, gone. Yeah,
that's like when we would get back to the flight center here in Edmonton. Car's ready to go, heat it up, cleared of snow, or it stayed inside. It was awesome.
I still laugh about it because it's like when I was playing with the oil, it was cold outside, and I just got called up from Oak City, and I drove my mom's car, and we, the area where you parked at Rexall, and it was like, Kate, put your keys in the bucket. And it's Patty G. Put your keys in the bucket, so then after the game we can go warm up your cars. Meanwhile, in Dallas, they're like, Gazzola's on his way. They're pulling it into the parking garage. It's like perfectly warm for you. It's sitting there, nice. Here in Edmonton at Rexall, it's like you're freezing to death. Patty was our valet.
Yeah, Patty, poor Patty, man. Oh, in Vegas they do a car wash. They'll detail your car while you're at practice.
Yeah.
I love those creature features.
I think you can do that with park and rides here in Edmonton as well.
I wash your car. Yeah, it's awesome.
But it
wouldn't be complimentary though, would it?
No, you pay obviously the premium.
Yeah.
And your car's all started and warm, and you get the first stop.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It is nice.
Yeah,
especially when you don't have to pay for it.
The Mavericks, they practiced at SFU in Vancouver, in Burnaby technically, because I think their assistant coach used to coach in SFU.
No.
Assuming they did their training camp there this summer. I'm sure you know. Have you seen them? Okay.
Didn't know that.
It was really fun watching their pictures the first time they were in Vancouver.
Because of how much they liked it?
Yeah. Well, how beautiful they thought it was, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking because the facilities probably weren't the best, that perhaps that's why they had that link with SFU.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think everything's pretty top notch in the NBA.
Except for Memphis.
Yeah.
And
Sacramento.
That way
no,
Ja Morant's so
Memphis
pissy
and
these days.
New Orleans, I think.
New Orleans, no
I saw a
Lowe's
thing
too?
yesterday about no one wants to openly talk about it in the NBA, but they're looking at maybe instead of expansion, they do relocation first
Yeah,
to get
'cause
to Vegas
Memphis-
and Seattle, and it was those two franchises.
Yeah.
Where? Maddie, sorry.
Vegas and Seattle.
Oh.
But it'd be expansion.
Yeah,
or it would be
because,
relocation, not expansion. And those are the two that they're.
Who was the guy that left Memphis and ended up in Orlando this offseason? He was a shooting guard. Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
So he ended up leaving Memphis. He got traded to Orlando. In the first couple days of him being in Orlando, he opened up and he's like, man, this place is so much better than what it is in Memphis because we call that I think the dungeon or the cell because the windows are barred, some of them are broken, and it's just such a dangerous city
It is a dangerous
that guys
city.
want
That's
to move
right.
out of there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So that would be probably really good if they did that and relocated those cities.
To a degree, yes, but also the NBA, you're watching the NHL make how much money with this expansion.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to want that money.
Yeah.
You can go to 32. If you're MLB, you can go to 32, and you can make. What was the last NHL expansion? $1 billion?
Yeah.
For
Is Utah?
Seattle.
Utah. Was
Oh,
$1 billion.
Utah, technically. Yeah.
And the
that's
next
a
one's
bill.
going to probably be 2.
Yeah.
What's. You think it's going to go as high as 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what Pegs was saying.
Yeah.
And what's an NBA? 3? 4?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just don't see how those owners leave that money on the table.
And those aren't HRR checks that they have to split with players.
That's theirs.
That's theirs. Cha-ching.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Quickly touch on the NBA. I haven't been watching much of it, so I don't have that much to say, I promise. John Morant does have a little bit of an attitude problem right now. They're saying that he's beefing with his coach. But when you talk about things like facilities and such, it's just probably a toxic environment altogether. Do you think he'll get traded out of there?
If I was the Grizzlies, I would trade him.
He's their star player.
Yeah, no, I would trade him.
He's been an
nothing
issue
but-
a
he's
few
been-
times
yeah,
in
he's
the
been
past
nothing
couple
but
of
a
years,
problem.
right?
And before he owned up to his he took accountability for all the guns and him doing the funny
Yeah.
celebrations. And the videos that he's been caught in. But now he's pissy on the bench. The camera, the actual NBA, whatever, TNT cameras, not TNT anymore, but that camera's on him and he's just don't even film me. Don't even look at me. They have another camera right on him doing that. And yeah, him having altercations with his coach. So
Might be strategic.
to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
be.
you're right.
I'd jump on him, no problem.
He's
I'd
excellent.
make that
to
trade.
watch.
Jimmy Butler was problem with Miami.
Yes.
And then he went to Golden State and he's good again.
He's thriving.
Sometimes it's just they want out and then they get all pouty and they do those type of things. So
Yes.
Good point.
I'd go for it.
That's a good point.
That
Yeah.
social media account that I show you those videos of cartoons where it was
Yes.
they chirp the Baltimore Ravens. One came out about John Morant, and it's him and his best buddy. And his best buddy is a gun, and he calls him Gunny.
Oh, boy.
It's right here.
Oh, boy. Yeah, those little cartoons. Yeah, they're actually pretty funny.
Send me that. Yeah.
They're very funny.
Gunny's got a
he
hat on.
He see some of them when they're Miami.
Oh, the 201.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Gunny, I
howl
like
at that stuff.
Oh, that's good.
It's so funny. It's so offside. but
Bit
it's so
over the
funny.
line.
Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout, they are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out at highproductmarketing.com. Jasmine, Belle, Tommy, Matt with you here on the Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Lock Shop coming up at 11 o'clock. Myself and Haas. We got Oil Stream, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show, all until 6 o'clock. Right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta.
Do you have something you want to talk
No,
about?
if you have something, jump
Yeah,
in.
can we talk about this? I don't know if you've seen this.
No, I've not seen that.
Did you hear about Tom Brady's dog?
It's on my list.
what?
Yes.
I did so much research
Okay.
on it. Okay.
About what?
Oh, listen to this. Go ahead, Jazzy.
Okay, so Tom Brady, he cloned his pit bull in 2023 from a bioscience company that he invested in,
Yes.
located in Dallas. And since 2004, that company has cloned over 100 dogs, by the way. His new dog, well, not that new anymore, but his clone dog is Junie. He just revealed this on People magazine. And what are your thoughts on cloning your dead dog?
At first, I was like, "That's awesome," but second thought, I'm like, "That's weird."
so weird.
Because
It's rich people stuff for sure.
well, yeah, well, he, like you said, he invests in that company. He's an investor in that. Was it bioscience or whatever?
Yeah, it's a bioscience
Biogenetics.
company.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of like our old family dog. She passed away 4 or 5 years ago. We have a Penny now. Penny's great, but like imagine cloning that dog, and it's like, is it the same dog? Because it's gonna have a different
Personality?
personality,
Yeah.
different characteristics.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of
look
similarities,
alike.
but
And other dogs
different
need homes,
memories.
too. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That's
think it's weird.
a bit.
Yeah. It takes about 9 months for your dog to clone. You want to guess the average how much it is?
Is it a milli?
No,
Guesses?
I'd say like
Ready?
25,000.
I don't know. I'm just reading on this.
50 to 100 grand. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
For that rich, not
this
too
is craziness.
Are we getting ridiculous?
Rich people stuff.
This is
Yeah.
crazy. I can't even wrap my head around what's going on right now.
I mean, I feel like it's the legacy of your dog should, like, they passed, they gave you everything, and now you're just gonna go and clone them?
But it's not the same dog, even though it's
not
like
the same dog.
the biochemistry of it
named
is
Junie.
exactly the same, but
Yeah.
like it's different.
It is different.
Is it?
That's
That's
where
the
I'm,
thing,
I'm
and that's where
fighting
it's
with it in
like-
my mind.
I'd be fascinated to like, and we'll never know this, to be around the first dog and then be around the second dog and see how different it is.
I will research that.
I mean, there would
Well,
be.
you wouldn't know because you'd have
so-
to be there. You'd have to experience that. You
Yeah.
can't, that would
Heard what
be.
people say about it. I mean, like I also lost my dog in the past 3 years. R.I.P. Kobe. I miss you every day.
Heartbreaking.
But I wouldn't clone him.
Yeah.
His legacy, like that's him. I'm gonna go get another dog that needs a home. And like you're rich too. What are you doing?
Well, being
It's
rich.
weird. Yeah.
You have go F yourself money.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's go use your go F yourself money.
Oh, he's gonna go F himself money. That puppy. Bad sentence.
I think I remember when the sheeps were first being cloned many, many years
It
ago.
was late 90s, I believe.
Right?
What
Weren't
was
they
the sheep's
dying
name?
after a few years?
I don't
Or
know.
a year or two or something?
No, I think the first clone, like what was the name of that?
Nelly?
sheep?
No.
No, they're
Dolly?
Dolly. That's right.
She was born 96, died in 03.
Okay.
How long does a sheep generally live?
That's Zach on their animal segment.
Dude, contrary to popular belief, she was not the first animal to be cloned, apparently, too, though.
Oh wow.
Average lifespan,
Like if we bring back the woolly
a
mammoth, which
sheep.
apparly is very much real.
10 to
That's
12
different.
years. So about half the lifespan.
Oh, okay.
Why
Okay,
can't
so
we
the-
just let it be?
Just let it be.
Just
Circle of
chill.
life.
It's all good.
I wouldn't mind
don't mess
seeing a
with-
woolly mammoth or
mess with
You know
nature.
what? Why blank around and have a woolly mammoth chilling?
I think that'd be sick.
Just let it chill.
we don't need to bring back like a T-Rex or anything.
Yeah, you
like
might as
that.
well
But,
do that.
but if you
Couple
bring like this,
velociraptors.
we're not learning from Jurassic Park.
Exactly my point. Like
We clone one, and then we're gonna want to clone another, then we're gonna want to clone another, and then
They
all of a sudden
made-
somebody's gonna be like, let's create an island of this and let's do an amusement
True.
park, and we'd all sit there and be like Jurassic Park people, but this will be different.
they made 8
Some
movies.
pterodactyl escapes.
8
Yeah, right.
movies, 7 movies, 6
Seven.
movies. It doesn't even
Seven.
matter how many movies. They made multiple movies of the same thing.
That's a bad
and
idea.
your dumbass can't figure out it's a bad idea. Let it die.
There's talks of it, or like what, and Elon Musk and Tesla like doing like those like robot assistants. And they look exactly like iRobot. And it's like, did we not learn from iRobot? Did we not
As soon as
learn?
that guy goes red, it's over.
You got to fight, you know? No, let's not go there.
Skynet.
But we keep doing that stuff.
Man,
We
Terminator.
Yeah,
You want T-1000 coming?
Nope.
We
Hunting you down?
Nope.
If it happens, we deserve to die.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
say that as humans, we deserve to die. All the warning signs are there, and we're not following them. Will
not
Smith
even-
is not there to save us.
Right.
He's not.
He is legend.
He's not the same man he is anymore.
He's not going to go
There it is.
slap those robots and then save us.
That's right.
Not the baseball player.
Like, do you want that liquid metal dude from T2 Judgment Day
No.
hunting you down every single day?
No, that's scary.
That's scary.
Figure it out, people.
But so you're saying we can get the woolly mammoth? Because that'd be awesome.
blank the woolly mammoth.
It happened for a reason that they don't exist anymore.
Wouldn't mind seeing a saber-toothed tiger and a dire wolf. And
Look in your textbook.
Their dire wolves are back.
are they?
I literally
Yes,
saw
we
that.
talked about this
Yes.
many times.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Where's
These-
Ned Stark?
These companies did the same thing, but they
Ghost.
it was technically
Yeah.
wolves that they just, the
Inserted.
genetics and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that they're just calling them dire wolves now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like a saber-toothed tiger would be
So
sick.
like a wolf right now runs about 60K an hour. So like a dire wolf's what, like 90?
Is it
'Cause
that fast?
Well, it's 60K. So like, do we need to have a dire wolf that's running at 90? Like, I'm sorry, like we're just all food for these things.
I want to see caveman animals.
Yeah, the woolly mammoth would be sick.
Yeah.
if you go
it'd be
down,
awesome.
if you go down the road for like 5 minutes, there's this thing called the Space Science Center.
Yeah.
Tell us.
World of Science.
Thank you.
You
Go
can also
there.
go a little further, and there's
Yeah.
the Royal Alberta Museum.
Yeah.
There's that too.
And they have a lot of things
You'll
in
see
there, too.
whatever you want. Actually, I walked in the other day. I saw some dinosaurs. Before that, I saw a giant killer whale, and I said, "Man, that would be crazy if I was on a paddleboard and this thing was swimming underneath me. I'd probably doo-doo myself."
Where was this one?
This was at the
This is World of
museum.
Science. Oh, the museum.
Yeah.
Because that tells World of Science too. I believe there is a Jurassic Park Lego exhibit
there
right
is.
now.
Yeah, my
So you
kids
could
went to see
even
it.
get the
Yeah.
full
That's
dinosaur thing through Lego. So there's a lot of ways for us to do this where we don't have to clone them and bring them back.
Yeah.
And then start Jurassic Park.
And then be like, "Why is it eating me?" Well, because you're small and insignificant.
Yeah, but people keep tigers as pets.
Oh, do they?
And they get eaten, some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we
wrong.
blame Siegfried and Roy when the tiger decided to become a tiger and eat them.
I cheer
Well,
for the
attacked.
I cheer for the tiger.
It attacked.
It became a tiger. It said after years of getting beat, it said, "Man, I'm a tiger," and then it whooped them.
It's
It
like the
did.
whales in like the SeaWorld and stuff.
Yeah.
Turns on trainers every so often. It's like, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Killer whales are like the predators of the ocean. They play with they hunt for fun now.
But they don't generally hunt humans.
Lies. You know what's
Until-
happened?
It
Yes, go ahead.
Until they got into tanks and they attacked trainers. And now they're killing billionaires.
Yeah.
Power
that's
to
right,
the
on
killer
yachts.
whale.
They're going
Is that
after.
what happened?
They're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
after
They destroyed
bots.
a lot
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, the boat.
They're
like,
going after a lot of boats.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
like there's been at least like 2 or 3 billionaires that have died because killer whales have attacked
Yeah.
their boats in
They're
the last 2
moving.
years.
And they're
They're
intelligent.
saying we need you
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
And they're whooping people.
They do like humans to a degree. But they
Until
don't like
they get a
apparently
taste.
billionaires and stuff.
I think there was like a leader in that, like a female.
There
killer whale
is.
that was
It's a
like-
granny.
She was
She's
like the
done with
leader
you.
of it. Right?
She's tired of
Really?
these people just
Yeah.
getting in their ways and stuff like that.
So just
And again,
attack.
power to them.
Yeah.
If we're
Yeah.
messing with you, you have every right
This
to
is
come
your
mess with
environment
us.
that we are in.
What like Free Willy, man? Like, don't
love
they
that
know
movie.
we've allowed them to jump over the rock barrier with the kid going like this?
Yeah, but at first
Michael Jackson music
But
in the
all you
background.
did was you
We
took that guy
him.
and you stuck him in a small little area and you said, swim in this circle
jump
for most of your
And
life.
do tricks.
Go Willy.
Like actually, there was a really cool orca exhibit at the museum that it closed up, and I went, and it was fascinating, like learning a lot about the orcas and how far they're supposed to like swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
And then they get into those tanks and they don't go anywhere.
Very good.
I'd go stir crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a prison
absolutely.
yeah,
basically.
until you decide that I'm going to attack this guy that keeps trying to like keep me docile.
It's like domestic abuse, I suppose.
Yeah.
And they finally realize that this is enough. Enough is enough.
And when enough is enough for those
Yeah,
big
go
things,
J-Lo on them.
it's over.
yeah.
You don't have a chance.
They're big.
Man, they smack seals that are heavier than you 45 feet in the air with a little tail flick.
And they realize that they're bigger than you.
And
that
you
they
still
can't
want to
break.
see a woolly mammoth?
Yeah, kind of.
You want to see a saber-toothed tiger?
My opinion on this hasn't changed. I still want to see saber-toothed tiger and a woolly mammoth in captivity.
May I just mention that if it was Aaron Rodgers cloning his dog, the freaking internet would lose it, go wild like the Oiler fans are going right now.
What was the word you wanted to use?
Watch it.
It's French, I
I've
believe.
done
For
that
sure.
myself. Still working on it. You notice I'm down, like I'm getting better and better. But like seriously, like Aaron Rodgers would have been so criticized if he cloned his dog and been called such a weirdo. But right now with Tom Brady, it's like rich people stuff. Paris Hilton did it. Rich people stuff.
She did?
Yeah, I think so.
And so did Barbara Streisand in the article I read in the past.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
I think Tom Brady's still being called weird for this.
That is weird.
I do think that.
I'm calling him weird. Daryl texting in says, my cousin Scott Hindle, or Heindel, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly,
Heimdall?
was
Like
the...
Thor?
I don't know.
Oh.
was the NS5 robots in iRobot. The main one was played by Alan Tudyk, but Scott played the majority of the other main ones in the movie.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I love
That
that
is
movie.
really
It was a
cool.
great movie.
It was
But we
fantastic.
do not
yeah.
need robots to be our personal assistants and do things for us.
No,
Because the red light will turn on one day.
it will.
And we are done.
And you'll be sleeping at that point, and then you'll be bye-bye.
Hey, look at me. I don't need to be sleeping. I'm bye-bye.
Pull your arms off.
Kent in Red Deer says, how many blues did Grapes go through? He was ahead of his time. Yeah, but Blue was a new dog of the same breed. It wasn't a clone of the original.
It's like Snowball for Lisa Simpson. Multiple snowballs.
Yeah. Snowball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to be cloning anything. Learn from movies, people.
Yeah, you would be right to say that, but we need to learn from movies. They've
Yeah.
been written for us.
Yeah. The script is there, and
Yeah.
we're following the script.
Yeah.
Collingwood Rob. So we're not giving Brady a pass on this. Collingwood Rob says Tom Brady is messed up. He could have saved so many rescue dogs and given them a good life. Vanity
That's what
at the
I'm
highest
saying.
level.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Rescue puppies.
Yeah.
Penny's one.
pit bulls, especially,
Yeah.
right? Need a home.
Yeah.
So, it must be nice to be rich though. Any NFL deadline trades happened yesterday.
Sauce.
Oh,
He gone.
I feel like I need to
Jalen
quickly-
Phillips, gone.
Yeah,
Were they saying AJ Brown was going to get traded?
yeah, I know. I'm surprised about that.
I think there was a lot of trades that didn't happen. But
Yeah, like Brees Hall. I think
yeah,
he,
like there was quite a bit of
posted something, he wanted-
speculation.
Yeah.
Do you find that now NFL is starting to become like some of the other leagues where like when they're looking to rebuild, like they're getting rid of everybody? Because I found like the NFL before wasn't as much of like what the NHL does.
Yeah.
Like if we're bad at the deadline in the NHL, it's like we're going to sell the farm to try to get good, and we're going to say we're going to rebuild for like 4 or 5 years. But I found in the NFL they never really did that.
Is it a product of having a smaller schedule? Perhaps.
I don't know so much about smaller schedule, but maybe like non-guaranteed contracts and the ability to turn over your roster quickly.
Yeah. I don't recall seeing massive fire sales in the NFL like we did with the Jets this year.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't recall.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that.
But trading of big name players, I've seen that all the
Yeah,
time.
but that's like
I've seen those
you
teams.
see that, but not fire sales.
Yeah.
Like the Dolphins were looking to fire sale. They had everybody on the block. They had their price that they wanted and nobody bid on it, but they were ready to sell everybody. So it's like I've never seen it to that extent before in the NFL. Yes, big name player here and there, but not as much as it's been in.
I wonder if, well, that kind of goes against it though. With the expanded season, the more playoff teams. Maybe just more teams are willing to be like, you want to know something, we're not going to make it. There's a lot of teams that are trying to get that extra push. There's more teams willing to spend to get those players because it's easier to get them to the playoffs than it was 4 years ago. And so those teams that are right near the bottom are going, well, we can take advantage of this because like the NFL, you draft players, they're generally in your lineup the next year.
Yeah.
So like the players that you're shipping out, you're replacing immediately with those draft picks,
And
I
your
guess.
and free agency, right?
Right,
Like you
and
can
guys get
rid of-
cut.
Yeah, you can get rid of a lot of guys. You can repair and rebuild your team very quickly.
Well, the Jets would argue that.
Well, the Jets are just
Well, when you base your roster on a video game, you might be in trouble.
I mean, look at the Colts.
Yes.
I don't trust them still.
What about it?
went
They
out- they
needed
went
a
and got-
quarterback and they filled that. Sorry, they needed that and they filled that spot that they needed. They got another star here. They traded 2 first picks, so they could have got a new quarterback. These guys are in it for everything. And a wide receiver too.
And they
But
just got
you don't
sauce.
just trade your first picks like that in NFL. That's rare.
Yeah, I'm not trusting of this Colts team yet.
You think they're frauds? I mean, they did lose to the
A little bit
Steelers.
of fraud. Yeah, like it's like
Yeah. Whereas the Bills
don't know
are
what to
not
make of them
frauds. Who beat the Chiefs? Just saying.
What I like about the NFL is we're going to draft a franchise quarterback. We're not going to build an offensive line in front of him to help him. We're barely going to give you targets or weapons on the outside or even a running back. Some teams will, but a lot of teams haven't in the past years. And I'm going to use the Jets as a prime example of it. Your team has been in shambles, and then you keep firing these quarterbacks into the sun.
Yeah.
They go to other places and they figure it out. Then you use the one for this team, the Colts, Daniel Jones. Well, like, he was with the Giants. Their offensive line was not good. They had Saquon, but they didn't utilize that to the best of their ability. They're like, wow, this guy sucks. He goes to the Colts, who actually have a pretty decent offensive line, and then all of a sudden, this guy looks like a completely different player.
Yeah.
It baffles my mind when I look at front offices and say, okay, I want to go out and I want to get a first round QB to a team that's on the bottom end of the standings. But at the same time, I don't want to go build the trenches, which will allow that particular quarterback to survive.
Yeah. It
makes no
We've seen that
sense.
too often. Joe Burrow, when he went to the Bengals, got destroyed in year one.
Yeah.
The reason, and Luck, the flip, isn't playing anymore is because the Colts for many years didn't have an offensive line.
Yeah.
He just
Tua.
got destroyed. I've always, the New York Jets too, their blueprint of last time they went to the AFC Championship game should be their blueprint still, which was have a really good defense and build an offensive line and just try to running the football to a degree. And Mark Sanchez just has to throw the ball occasionally. And they went to the AFC Championship game back-to-back years.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, if I'm the Tennessee Titans last year, do you really need Cam Ward? Or should we be looking at how could we use this pick to build that offensive line that we need? And then build that defense. And then once those pieces are all built, then go, okay, let's get the quarterback in here.
Or I'm going to go Cam Ward 1. My next pick is going to be offensive line. My next pick, offensive line. My next pick, offensive line. And I'm literally going to build an offensive line so that, and free agency, all I'm doing is going after
That's where I would start.
offensive line. So that when I get to camp, I'm saying I've got 25 guys that I've just drafted or I've got free agency. And of these 25 guys, I'm going to build the best line that we possibly can get and then cut the rest of them.
Or trade them.
And now I can protect my guy.
I will. That's what the turnaround of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers a number of years ago started on the offensive line. They brought Stanley Bryant in from Calgary, built the rest of that offensive line. They've had this championship window that is now closed because they also had one of the best offensive lines. And the O-line only until last year's just stayed together. And then they started losing a couple players. They've lost, I think, 2 players overall. But that's how they started it. They went, let's build the offensive line. And that's where I don't understand a lot of these teams. And at the same time, don't rush your quarterback to start right away.
No,
Go get a veteran quarterback. Go get it yourself to Joe Flacco, the world who's going to get destroyed. Let him get hurt. Right?
That is cruel.
Well,
so
but that's
cruel.
but in the end,
when you put it that way,
but if you're like Cam Ward, let him learn for a year.
I don't
And
disagree with you.
go get a veteran quarterback. They can deal with it. While then this next offseason you could focus on that O-line or something. If that's not the way
And
you want.
maybe it's about as simple as like halfway through the season. Then all of a sudden you can change it. But I just don't understand these front offices. It's like
The Eli Manning way?
never learn.
Because it was Kurt Warner started, I think, the first 7 or 8 games. Didn't win a game. Then they went to Eli Manning, and it was his team ever since.
With John Huffnagel as the OC.
Huff was there. You're right.
Yeah.
He was there. And wasn't he with the Pats for a bit?
Might have been.
Like if you're the Giants and you just decided, okay, I'm going to build a great offensive line, and I have Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, and I'm just going to hand this ball to Saquon. We saw what he does with a good offensive line.
Yeah. And he was good out of the gate, even with the Giants. He got banged up.
He got hurt a lot, but
Yeah.
now we see him with a legit offensive line. Like he is, last year he was unreal. This year he's a little bit quieter than he was the previous season, but he's still really good. So it almost makes you go, okay, we've all seen it as fans and sports fans and media. You know that those guys have had to see it too.
Mm-hmm. You would think so.
You would think the light bulb go on, or does it just stay off the whole time?
Again, when you're running your team based on EA Sports Madden games and you're building your roster that way. Wasn't that the Jets owners?
Yeah, it was like his kid or something.
Yeah, but he would make his decisions off of that. Also, did you see Joe Flacco's comment about going to a bar and sitting by himself?
Yeah, I did. That was so cute.
I feel him.
Yeah. Just being away from your wife and kids and just having a beer, and how he would watch other men do that earlier on in his life and be like, I really wonder how it is. And then he was doing it now, and he's like, it's pretty nice.
It's refreshing. yeah.
Just go sit there and hang out, not worry about a damn thing.
I've had those dinners, and I'm just like, this is the best.
I wonder how Josh Clausen feels about the Jets all the moves that they made. If you think that it's time for a rebuild. It seems like the Jets fans are happy with this, but
Are they?
not too sure. Anthony Richardson as well. Like the Colts drafted him as their young quarterback, and he was injury prone. I guess that was his issue.
He also took a breather mid-game.
Yeah, never forget that.
That's never a good look.
Yeah.
I mean, when your head gets bounced off the turf, 55 times in a game, sometimes you might have to take a quick breather.
That would be frustrating.
Yeah, man, my ribs
painful.
are displaced right now. I can't even breathe. I might have to take a knee for a second here.
But wasn't it after a run that he did that? Or
It
he
was-
just,
it
took
was
himself
It
out?
was after something that
It was one where he shouldn't have taken a breather.
Yeah.
He could have done it at a different moment. But,
Pick your spot.
That one wasn't exactly a good time for the breather. Official drink of the EST Hangout, to finish long drink legend in 1952. Drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment. Real liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada is where connect your postal code. Find a liquor store and establishment nearest you with the long drink in the stock.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've got a few topics, but let's see. The Dodgers. I know I'm still hurt about this. It sucks. Canada's team. The Dodgers were on Kimmel yesterday. They basically did not think that they were going to win. It seemed like they were not confident or cocky, and which is good for the Blue Jays, I guess, but that goes to show. They partied at their hotel. Just as some fun facts that they partied at their hotel after, and then they basically shut their hotel down.
Probably the Ritz.
Probably, right?
That's where we stayed when we were. Yeah.
Well, they said they basically prepared to either cry and drink in their sombers, that there was already like alcohol there ready to go, regardless of the outcome.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to lose. When they were up 4-1, was it 4-1?
Who?
When the Jays were up, was it 3-1 or 4-1? 3-1.
And then it went to 4-2, I think.
When it was about the 7th, I think it was, prior to the 7th, I was like, they're not losing this game.
The Jays?
Yeah. And then there was a home run. And I was like,
That made it 4-2 then.
yes. So it was 4-1.
Yeah.
And then it made it 4-2.
you're
And I was
right.
like, don't like that. And then they stranded a bunch of runners. I was like, don't like that. And then here comes another guy, home run. Don't like that. It just felt 7 on that it felt like it was headed for heartbreak. But prior to the 7th, I was like, these guys aren't losing. They are rolling right now, making unbelievable plays. The crowd was into it, energetic. I don't know what happened, if they just missed pitches or what that looked like, or
Bad luck.
it's a bad loss. It's a tough one. It's a really tough loss.
That is probably the worst loss in Toronto sports history.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Or Canadian sports.
Canadian franchises, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sad. Still
That
sad.
was a really tough game.
Canucks, maybe.
That was
For them, that was a big loss.
Well, Penner's Pancake said, no, it was 3-2, then it went 4-2, then 4-3, then
That's
tied.
how it was.
Yeah.
I was getting that
Yeah.
all fully
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
The world record to squat is 2.5 hours, and Blake Trennan, he squatted for over 6.5 hours in that game.
Oh, like as a catcher?
Yeah.
Kneel down in the catcher?
Yeah, that's right. Kneel down
Oh.
when you're. Yeah, that's right.
Blake Trennan.
That's right. He was on Kimmel yesterday, but
Oh.
you know when you're like when the umpire's behind you,
Oh, yeah.
The back catcher.
back catcher.
Back catcher is an incorrect term.
That's what I thought, because I thought back catcher is on the.
It's Canadianism, much like deckle is a Western Canadianism. It's not
Decal.
correct.
So what is it actually?
Just catcher. isn't it?
Catcher.
Just catcher.
Just
Oh, it's
catcher.
catcher
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's back
right.
catcher is
That's why I didn't wanna
something
say
Canadians
that.
have screwed up and it's
Yeah,
caught
fair
on. Just like decal has been bastardized into decal in Alberta
Yeah,
and
it's a
BC.
decal.
It's decal.
I think
I used to have that argument down in Tri-City all the time. People are like, it's decal.
It is. That
Like,
is
it's
the
decal.
proper pronunciation.
No, it's decal. We're like, you're Canadian. Yeah, you're American.
I could care less.
Yeah. Tomato.
I could not care less.
Game 7 World Series draws 10.9 million viewers in Canada. I believe 26 million in the US. As we know.
Koo brought those Canadian numbers on yesterday on the show.
And then what was it, like 18 million Canadians tuned in at some point?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lastly on this, because it makes me sad, but the Dodgers, there was no Ohtani on and there was no Yamamoto, but they praised Yamamoto the most and Ohtani, saying that those guys are very cool, collected, clearly are not little party animals like those guys, but that they owed the win to them.
You should get praise. Yamamoto had one of the greatest performances I think I've ever seen.
brilliant.
Just to be able to pitch back-to-back days after, and then to go as far as he did in Game 6, and then go and pitch 2 2/3, I think it was in Game 7, is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
This
next
is locked
day,
in. Yeah.
like Madison Bumgarner, I remember Toss was talking about, like, he pitched Game 5, I think it was, for the Giants against KC. And then he pitched Game 7. So that was short rest. He came out, he pitched really well. Pitched quite a while, too, in that one. But he got the save for the clinching of it. But not the next day. Like, I don't ever recall a starting pitcher going the next day for something like this, and he picks up 3 wins. And when I was on with Huss yesterday in the lock shop, I threw out the idea of Yamamoto being an MVP at plus 2,000 because I was like, well, you know, if Ohtani doesn't play well, Yamamoto might get 2 big wins, and that bumps him up. I at no point thought he'd also get a 3rd win there, which is being Game 7. That's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen, and it's just so impressive what he did.
And
He
he
probably could have kept
volunteered.
going. Probably could have kept going.
Unreal.
Hey, we could have kept going on a different game too.
Yeah.
Forgot which game it
Incredible. Did you see Freddie Freeman doing the worm?
No, I
their
heard about
celebration.
it on the internet.
It was
I
funny.
looked at it.
was. Respect Freddie Freeman.
Yeah. Respect
I
to
will
Freddie
always
Freeman.
love Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Shane Bieber.
Re-upping, taking his option with the
Amazing.
Jays, 16 mil. That was a pleasant surprise for the Jays fans.
What's going to happen with Bichette?
I think they should just fork over the cash.
Yeah.
Pony
So
up.
do I.
I do too.
Keep that group together.
Why?
Except I wonder about teams that have that crushing loss. Keith Olbermann years ago, and this was more football related. Teams that have that crushing loss, it messes with the team going forward. And if you look at the NFL teams that have a crushing Super Bowl loss, they don't get back. I do wonder about that part of this team. Does this, because the flip side though is Royals had the crushing loss to the Giants in 14. They won the World Series in 15.
Yeah.
This is it's.
They need to
just the
fill
way
a few
you
more
lose.
holes. I think they got to get some pitching. Like their starting pitchers, like who's coming back? That's
Well, Bieber
instantaneous.
is
Bieber's
now.
coming
Gosman
back.
has another year left.
Scherzer.
Savage, obviously.
Scherzer for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's
like there's going to be a
5
few
years.
question marks on the pitching side, and then their bullpen.
Oh, pitchers.
Yeah.
That's what they'll have to figure out. Can they maybe try to get another bat? I don't know, but
Do they need another bat?
I don't know.
There's
if
a lot
they
of
do.
power in
There
that
was a lot of
lineup.
power in that lineup. They hit. They were good. I just you always have question marks though, because I think it was Maddie that had the stat, and I can't remember if it was on Twitter or if he said it on air, but it was like 22 stranded base runners in Game 6 and 7.
That's tough.
So you look at that and you say, okay, well, in the clutch, do you need another bat? Do you need another guy that can help
Well,
drive and
you
run?
do need one because Ernie Clement's not going to match that performance.
Yeah.
You can't expect Ernie Clement to be batting whatever he did next year in the playoffs.
Set a record for hits
That's
in a
just-
postseason.
Yeah.
There is going to be some sort of regression there, so who takes over?
Good for him, though. I mean, that was wonderful to watch.
So I'm surprised nobody has talked about NHL dress code.
What's there to talk about?
We've talked about it on the Modern Power Play
I
on Hello Hockey.
have, yes. So that is no longer effective. Now players can express themselves. And they're excited, it seems like, a lot of these NHL players. One player that's not super excited is Dustin Wolf, though. He said he liked it because he doesn't have good fashion sense or style.
Well, then put on a suit.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the default, right?
Yeah. You can
Or
do
just like a
whatever you
white
want.
t-shirt and like black pants. And a blazer.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Sonny Milano. Did you see Sonny Milano walk in the other day? He's big pimping.
Was he?
Yeah.
I think at some point guys will revert back to wearing suits again.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it happens. Like you get this freedom now and you're saying, okay, I'm not going to put one on. But at some point guys will go back.
You're professional. Like, or dress
Not
nice.
everybody,
You don't
not
have to-
everybody will, but
Yeah.
there will be one or two guys every now and then. They'll be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to bust out the suit," and you'll start to see them trickle back in.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just, we don't have to wear it. We're good. This is new for us. All the other leagues have had it, but you see other guys in different leagues. They're starting to wear the suits again, and it always happens like that.
Did you see Sonny Milano?
No,
I thought you were looking it up.
no, I was looking at Mikhail Sergachev.
What did he wear?
He's really excited about this. He said he wants to. He's going to start ordering suits and looking at NBA players and rappers to get started.
Cool.
Right?
For a Russian guy, okay.
William Nylander's excited about it. He said he wants to dress more comfortable. Seth Jarvis, he said he loves when people are in touch with fashion, and that he is also in touch with his style, and that he thinks it's really cool. Tage Thompson is really excited about this. I think it's great. On the market standpoint, this is great. Now we're going to have more cameras, seeing what they're wearing. Designers will approach them. They'll probably get more money as well.
I can see that.
Being fashion, I love fashion. I think this is outstanding.
I want to
for the
see Sonny
NHL especially.
Milano's look.
Even if it would be kind of cool to see them dress comfortable, at
I think
leisure.
that's lazy.
But it has to be put together, right? Bless you.
Show up in a tracksuit for all I care.
I honestly don't care.
I can tell.
Go.
Do what you
go
want. Dress
play.
with what you want.
Feel good about yourself. Go play.
Look good, play good.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you play good too. Like feeling yourself. And all of a sudden you're on ice, just like, yeah, I look good today. Okay, never
But that comes off at some points, and you put on your hockey gear, and it all changes.
Oh, man.
NFL has announced semifinalists for the Pro Football, well, not the NFL, but semifinalists Pro Football Hall of Fame coaching. Bill Belichick and Tom Coughlin are part of it.
Tom Coughlin, holy.
Tom Coughlin,
There's a blast
Chuck
from the
Knox,
past.
Buddy Parker, Dan Reeves, Marty Schottenheimer, George Seifer, Mike Shanahan, or some of the other finalists. If it's not Bill Belichick, I don't like it. He's got to go in.
Is Bill Belichick okay? Have we checked in on him?
I'm worried about him personally, just mentally and
How's
all
his
that.
girlfriend doing?
But
Jordan?
I think he got his first
her name?
ACC game.
cray.
But he should be the easy winner of that. He should be going I think this is his first chance. He should just go march him right to the hall. He's the greatest.
What's
coach
going on
ever.
with him at North Carolina, by the way?
Just won their first ACC conference game.
I
Their
saw
first
something that
one?
they're looking to get
conference
rid of
game.
him.
There was a thing a couple weeks ago that they were looking to maybe he was looking out, and then they released the big statement. Well, not a big statement. It was like 2 lines each saying, "I'm committed and I'm staying here." So we'll see what happens this
so they're not
offseason.
committed.
We'll see where Bill Belichick goes. After
Depends
this
where
year's
his girlfriend goes.
Well, it's up to his NFL team going to take a shot at him.
Would you at this point,
I stand by, depending on what team I am. I will.
given what you have seen
Absolute-
of Bill Belichick in recent,
College is different than I think.
and
they
I'm not
thought-
talking about just from the coaching side. He looks like a shell of himself.
I know. If I'm a team that I have very high hopes and I'm coming up short, and I'll throw out the Buffalo Bills still. I fall short to the
Miami
Chiefs
Dolphins.
again this year. No, because they're not there. I think
He
Bill
can
Belichick.
rebuild
He's not. I don't want him to
Belichick way
rebuild.
with the fish.
He didn't do it he couldn't rebuild at the end with the Patriots. If I'm that team that should go win a Super Bowl or get close, and I'm just not getting it done, and I have a coach that's been there for a while, he'd be a guy I would look at. I don't know of a lot of teams I would put that. Buffalo is that team for me. I think that might be the only one. If I'm Buffalo and you fall short to the Kansas City Chiefs again in the playoffs, let's say an AFC championship lost them or something again.
They look good against Kansas City last week.
They
They
do in the
did.
regular season against them
And
always.
they're 5-1 in the regular season.
And then playoffs comes and it's a different story.
0-5.
Always is.
And if you lose, Belichick knows how to win with a team. I still trust him to go win a thing. If I'm Buffalo, I would take that shot.
It's an interesting conversation.
If Sean McDermott can't get it done again, how long can you let him keep going?
You just got to look at the Ravens. Harbaugh.
He's won.
That's true.
He's won Super Bowl.
He's won Super Bowl.
He's won a Super Bowl. He still has that.
I know, but right now it's recency bias.
Don't care.
In the NFL, it's all about what have you done for me lately.
Right, but the Buffalo Bills, you don't have any Super Bowls, right? Like there's nothing. Like, and it's
Lovable losers.
you've gone so close so many times that if hypothetically you fall short again, because like I looked last year, I could go to there was coaching decisions Sean McDermott made that I'd say this hurt your team in winning that game, and I would look at a guy like Bill Belichick still and go, I give him Josh Allen, I give him this team. Yeah, I think he can go win a Super Bowl with it. I need him to coach 4 really good football games, maybe 3, January, February. That's it.
And not let his girl near the sidelines.
There are big conditions to it, no question.
With seasonal depression happening right now, the darkness, I think she's actually pretty smart.
What did she do? I missed this.
She's dating an old rich guy.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with seasonal
Yeah,
depression?
you're not waking
Did she
up
go on
like,
vacation?
I was rich. It's so dark outside.
Did she go to like Cabo?
My God, that's not seasonal depression. That's called gold digging. What
Yeah. Yeah.
are you talking about right now? Oh, that's a new term. I got seasonal
nailed it.
depression.
Well, I'm gonna
I'm
use
just
seasonal
hanging out. Yeah. Okay.
Well said, Belzy.
Like, okay. Yeah. Just wanted to clear that up. Sorry.
There would be certain things that would have to be concessions from Bill Belichick, but you want to know something? I think Bill would dump her
Same.
if the Buffalo Bills said, "We'll give you this team, but you got to get rid of her." He would in a heartbeat. I think.
Thanks, honey.
I do believe that.
Totally, eh?
He wants one more Super Bowl.
I think you're right.
Tom Brady won without him. He needs to go get a win without Tom Brady.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I think if you were the Pagulas and you said, we're going to give you the keys to this car, but she can't ride with you, he would say, see you later.
It's been a slice. Time to go find a 30-year-old somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll see you after my Super Bowl win if you still want.
She's 24.
Yep.
He's 73. Did you see Nick Saban when his wife gave him the birthday cake and he was watching football on the couch with a blanket on?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw a video of it, and she's like, "Get up!" And they're like, when she speaks, he listens. So
I'm intrigued to see if he comes into the game. A lot of talk of maybe would he go back to the old place he won a national title, which is LSU.
but he has a good thing going with college football game day. Like
He's really good on game day too.
he has a personality, which is amazing.
Game day is one of the best
Yeah, it's a good program.
pre-game shows you'll find out there. It's so much fun.
They've done a good job.
There was a number of weeks ago, they were in Miami and they were near the pool. And to pick Miami, Pat McAfee ran all the way over to the pool, climbed up the diving thing, ran out of lost his breath, took off all his clothes, picked Miami and jumped into the pool. It was just like it was really cool. It was a great way to end the show.
He's
It was
an
awesome.
entertaining broadcaster. I
He's
very much
unbelievable.
enjoy it.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Game day is awesome. It is a nice way to start a Saturday if I'm not watching soccer or F1.
Is Herb Street? He's still on that one. Yeah, he's
Herb
great.
Strings there. Reese Davis is an outstanding host.
Yeah.
The Bills are playing near Miami.
Desmond Howard is part of it.
2-8.
They bring in they usually have a cool guest picker. And then they do the kicking thing where Pat McAfee gives out money to somebody who's getting kicks, except they're making a lot of them these days. So he's
That
losing
one
some
kid
cash.
was
that
a high
one
school
kid,
kicker.
yeah.
We were watching at
And he was
local
like
that
so
day.
cocky, right? Like that was part of the thing.
He's like, I kicked in high school.
And he just buried it.
What was it, a 40-yarder?
Yeah.
Yeah, right down the middle. What are you laughing at?
You're I'm gonna kill you. He just sent me something ridiculous.
He does that.
I sent it to you already, Tom.
I'm looking forward to watching it. It's part of his charm.
I know. Just a Belzy video for you. Yeah.
He sends good
Am I
ones.
wrong,
We were
though?
like looking, like, did you watch it? I'm like,
Oh,
we're
you-
like on the hangout.
No, you better be looking at it, even if we're on the hangout. It's all good.
Really
Seasonal
funny.
depression.
Yeah, okay. Fair point. I mean,
Gold
kind of
digger.
to my
penguin?
point, I suppose.
The penguin.
The penguin. Oh, yeah.
Remember that video I sent you?
I do
Yeah,
remember that video.
yeah. That's what I just sent.
Need to get to over-under for Play Alberta. Download the app. Visit them at playalberta.ca. EST Sports Deposit 50. Get a free $50 sports bet this month with Play Alberta. So we had Dolphins Bills. They're playing this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Dolphins played it close.
did.
Over under the win spread for the Bills.
14 points.
I was going to say 13 and a half.
Oh, okay. Over.
Yeah.
That's going to be a rout. Is it in Miami?
Yes.
It's
The
a
spread's only 9.5.
That's a rout.
Over.
Over.
Wow, Bills, it was a 11-point game the first meeting.
Yeah, but like,
And Tua got the ball tied football game. The Dolphins did have a chance to go win that football game.
Yeah, not.
They
this
didn't.
time. It's not this.
They
time.
didn't, but they did cover that game though. I do remember that. So you just think the Bills are just going to roll your Dolphins?
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are a shell of their former selves.
Sorry, what's the over under?
Well, we said the win
13.5.
spread. Well, it's 9.5, but I'm sitting at 13.5. How many more points? How big did the Bills win by?
14.
Yeah.
2 scores.
Yeah, I'd say that's reasonable. It's 50.5, by the way, for the over and under.
For the game.
For the game, for the
points.
total.
Take the over.
Yeah. Take the over?
I would think so.
For the Dolphins game,
I guess so.
50?
Yeah, I'm scoring a lot too. Yeah.
Then you're expecting the
I'm
Dolphins
gonna go.
to score
I'm gonna
points.
go. I'm gonna go under on that one.
Yeah, you could have like a 35-7 ball game.
Yeah, like I got a 38.
beatdown.
I got a 38-10
Yeah.
in my head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like you have to, for that spread, for that number, you're expecting that the Dolphins will score points on the Bills.
It'll be an interesting Monday nighter. It's going to be the Eagles at Packers. Those two top teams that'll be fun to watch as
Oh,
well.
Packers lost to Carolina.
Dude, I was thinking whoever, and I said this in Hernan's show, I'm like, whoever had an elimination league took the Packers
Yeah.
against Carolina. My goodness.
They've
How
had a-
bad would you be?
They've had a couple of losses this year where you're like, what the hell just
Browns?
happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the one where Micah Parsons, like, sometimes you just blank the bet. And
Yeah.
he said the S word.
Yeah.
This
I will
is
not
true.
say it.
I felt that all weekend in Abbotsford. Sometimes you just blank the bet.
You are not happy with your hockey team.
No, I was not.
Anyway.
No? Do you want to share?
No, I don't want to share anything about Abbotsford.
Any diddle.
Oh boy, Abbotsford was an interesting trip.
Well, you can't say
No,
that.
that's
and then
all I'm
leave
gonna
it
say.
alone.
He didn't.
We leave it at that.
I mean, other than with some stuff, like what? Like, how was the food?
We ate at
Grill?
Ricky. We ate at Ricky's like
do like
15,
Ricky's.
15 times.
Ricky's is
Do you
good.
go to Ricky's?
Anytime I've gone, I've enjoyed it.
It's been good when I've
It's
gone, but
it's
like,
very easy because it's right in the hotel complex.
Yeah, so
we
usually
book
where they
all
are.
of our meals. So
Most
we're
of
gonna
the
go to
time.
Ricky's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I thought she gave you like a million
did, but
I
recommendations.
gave
That
him a
was-
whole itinerary where to go, where to get your coffee, your lunch, your drinks, dinner, bar, everything. And he's like, I went to Ricky's. He's
Okay,
like, I
but-
want to go. Jazzy, let me know because I want to go somewhere else other than
Time out.
Ricky's.
He's doing timeout.
So part of that is for like coaches' time. So when we need a little bit of time away from the players. But I can't. We have I think it's $17 or $18 a head for meals. So like, can't go to those places and be like, hey, can I get like some pasta and whatever for $18? That's not going to happen.
Steak tartare.
For you or for the whole team? The
whole team.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so we got to go to Ricky's. We gotta be within budget, or I'm going to hear about it. So, team eats at Ricky's. Coaches can dabble in other spots.
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah,
Lou's.
of course.
Fine.
I have no problem with Ricky's.
I like Ricky's too. I'm not hating.
It was
I'm
good.
not
It's got
either.
great
I was just
I just
breakfast.
drove by Ricky's down 178th or whatever yesterday.
Great
and I was like,
breakfast.
it's been a while since I've been to Ricky's.
There's one on
Me too.
111th. There's one on 104th.
Yeah.
Although I still never been to that Rock and Robin's.
Rock and Robin's great.
I need to try that.
Yeah,
No.
it's a straight up diner.
When you eat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it gets a little old.
It's
Yeah.
a big menu.
Well, it's a team menu. Got to remember that.
Team menu?
Team menu meaning you have far less items to pick from.
Oh.
Something that they can make in mass.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I get that. Like, 'cause
Right.
that's a big menu. Like, I could absolutely eat
Well,
there
it's a
3
ma-
times a
it's
day
a
for a week because
massive
there's
menu.
many different things I would try.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, no. They
part
you
does
don't
not
get the
exist.
menu.
No.
Are you calling ahead or can your
Calling
guys
ahead.
pick? They can't pick their meals?
Calling ahead.
Calling ahead.
Okay, I can understand.
Yeah.
I fully understand.
Yeah, it's a lot of meals.
Fair enough.
Have you guys? Okay, today I think it's like take your kids to work day.
Oh,
I never got that when I was a kid.
Neither.
I did.
You did?
I think my brother did. I didn't.
I had to present to like 5 15-year-olds today.
Sweet.
It
About
wasn't
what
though.
you do?
Yeah.
What
and
do you do?
I
We leave that at that
I
comment.
just leave it at that. You can always ask me.
I mean, I always ask her what she does.
Fashion.
Even though I know what she does, I still ask what she does.
Fashion.
like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm on the Hangout. Okay.
Yes.
There you go. See?
But yeah, it's funny because that generation they're funny. They just blankly stare at you. And like, any questions? And it's just like crickets. I'm like,
Maybe they don't have questions.
It's literally dead. I
you
know,
engage-
but then
do you
Mouth
engage with
breathing,
them?
I'd be concerned.
You have said you want to punch kids and stuff before.
So they're
They don't
probably
know that.
terrified of you.
Well, maybe if you say
I
those
didn't say
things,
that,
It's
but
okay.
You are
if
the
you
same
say
height as
those
them.
things, maybe
Comes
you give
off.
off that
Yeah.
vibe. As soon as
Yeah.
they're like, she
You
does not
exude
like
that
us.
energy.
She does not want to
Yeah.
be talking to us.
Did
right
you
now.
engage with the kids?
Yeah, did you go, are you
Yeah.
I
listening?
said,
Yeah,
are
like-
you guys sports fans?
Are they?
And it was, they could have at least said no. They could have just said no.
What time-
no.
what time
They
is this?
just
And you're
stared.
Wait, what time was
Stranger.
this?
It's at 8:15.
It's very early.
That's
That's
they're
early.
barely up.
They're not awake
Oh,
yet.
man.
No.
Stranger danger.
Stranger
That's a
danger.
good point, too.
They had.
Yeah.
They had
Who's this
their.
lady right now that's reading me?
And why is she asking me personal
Yeah.
questions?
Why do you care if I like sports?
Personal.
Did you ask for their names?
No.
Well, then you didn't even connect
hey,
with them.
I'm Jasmine. What are your guys' names?
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
I'm a radio host.
That's usually how.
What's your name, little person?
That's usually like the first thing you do when you meet someone is like, hey, what's your names?
Like,
What's
hey,
your name?
Tom.
I understand.
What's your name? Oh, you're Tom.
I'm Tom.
You have a wicked jacket. That's
Like,
pretty cool.
thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Can't
Oh,
see
hey,
me in the
buddy.
woods.
What's your name? Oh, it's Matt. I love your shoes.
It's like
you
Belsey
guys
brought
like
one of
sports.
his oldest in. I'm like, oh, what's your name? And then you have that, I'm
Yeah.
Matt. And
I didn't have enough time to. I had to get through a lot of stuff.
Don't even try that stuff.
I think the first thing you get is the name before anything else.
But at the end, I was like, so okay, any questions? Like, okay, like trying to engage, but it's just like nothing.
Yeah, because right off the bat, they're like, this person doesn't even want to know my name.
Doesn't even care about me. All
even-
she said was, sit down. Let me read a book to you.
Let me go through the motions for this so we can get this done and so you can leave.
I was trying to be exciting and show them the fun stuff.
Did you give them this one?
No,
You better
I-
be sitting down.
I was British professional Jazzy, trust me. Yeah, and I was like, so do you guys like sports? And it's like, just silence. One guy's like, I like the hat.
So somebody did answer.
Yeah,
You
but-
said no one answered.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you
lying
like
to
Montreal?
everybody.
No, but he finally did after I kept asking them questions. The guy's like, man, this chick keeps talking.
That might have been a
Someone
sign.
answer.
That might have been a sign.
You didn't connect with them.
I tried. Do you like NFL?
You didn't
Do
try.
like
You didn't even
NBA?
ask for their names. That's
Wait.
the easiest thing to do.
Do you think
Because
they
how many
want us-
were there?
There's 5.
It's easy to just, hey, what are your guys' names? And
Yeah.
then they go through the thing. I'm Steve. I'm Stacy. I'm Chris.
And then you give them a quick compliment so they feel good about themselves.
Oh my god!
And
the
then
way-
you go.
That's
Yeah.
another thing. They were dressed so slobby.
It's 8:15 in the morning.
They just rolled out of bed.
They did not want to go there. They did not
And
want
they
to do
were
any of
forced.
this.
I couldn't.
They
believe
just
it.
wanted to sleep.
And then here comes Jazzy. Sit down. I don't care about you. I'm about to read a book.
wasn't a book. It was a presentation.
Oh, even worse.
Because that's what they want at 8:15 in the
Yeah.
morning is a full presentation from someone that they have no idea who this is.
Oh my
Why
God.
did they talk? I
Yeah.
don't know. There's
I
a number of
wonder
reasons
why.
that I couldn't figure out.
Best was at the end. One of the adults, like they had a couple of adults with them. One of the adults was like, "She does a podcast." And then I had to talk about that, and they already told me they don't like sports. I was like, "Oh my god, this is going."
You yelled at them, didn't you?
No,
And did you correct them on the podcast thing?
yeah, I did.
Thank God.
That's the thing. They were getting more confused. Like it's a live radio show, and then it goes into podcast form.
We've got like a minute.
Okay. Quickly, I know we were discussing Diwali earlier. So I want to shout out just to say happy Gurpurab to all the Sikhs and whoever is celebrating. It's a very big day today for my community. And so just quickly what it is, because I bet you'll see it in Edmonton. It's Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He's our first guru. He created our faith. And it's a day of deep spiritual significance, but most importantly, you guys, it's essentially the celebration of equality, service, and devotion. So I just want to shout out to all of my Punjabi people, Sikh people, and whoever celebrates. Yeah.
And that's it for the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life transition. Sentinel.ca for more information. We got Lock Shop coming up next, myself and Huss. We've got Oil Stream, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill until 6 o'clock. On behalf of Jasmine, Belsey, Tommy, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, longtime listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,